Yo, what is up, RSR family? Hope you all doing good. I know I'm doing good because this is an excellent moment for the Reserve protocol. The Reserve app RPAY is now finally available in 13 new Latin American countries. This is incredible right here. The Reserve protocol, they deserve a round of applause because keep in mind, everyone thought that this was going to take another 1 to 2 years. Everyone thought it's going to take many years to accomplish this, but the Reserve protocol is doing it right here, right now, during a bear market, when the price is low, when morale is low, when things are just down overall. The Reserve protocol, they don't care about that. They are constantly building, they are constantly developing, and they are constantly thinking about the future. Because as we see others out there slow down their expansion, the Reserve protocol is actually expanding. And keep in mind, this is just the start when it comes to the Reserve protocol, because they're actually planning to launch in 18 different Latin American countries. There is still 5 more countries left. This is just a start, and there's more to come, because in the future, the Reserve protocol is also planning to launch RPAY in Africa. So there is big things planned for the future. Initially everyone thought that it was just going to be Mexico, because everyone was hyping up Mexico. Even a lot of people, they were starting to hate on the Reserve protocol because they were saying, oh man, when is Mexico going to launch? Why is it taking so long? But the Reserve protocol, they never fail to surprise me. They just didn't hit us with just Mexico. Oh, that's not enough. They added 12 more countries on top of that. I mean, the Reserve protocol, they are the real deal. And this truly is a testament to the leadership of the Reserve protocol, because, without amazing leadership, without an amazing team, all of this, it simply wouldn't be possible. And the magnitude of this is absolutely massive. But a lot of people, they haven't realized it yet, because a lot of people are saying, okay, cool, they're being launched in 13 new countries. Why is that really, such a big deal? But it's actually a very big deal, because as of right now, in just 5 Latin American countries, the Reserve app RPAY is able to have over 600,000 customers and do an annual volume of over $3 billion a year. And again, that's just being available in 5 countries. Now you add on top of that 13 new countries. I mean, just imagine the numbers it will do then. I mean, I'm not surprised if in the very near future we see over 1 million customers and over $10 billion in annual volume. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we saw that in the very near future. And the reason why is because, again, right, if it's able to do these insane numbers just being available in 5 countries, now you add on top of that 13 more, I mean, that's just game, set, match at that point. And the way I take a look at it is that the Reserve app RPAY is the soul of RSR. And you may be wondering, oh, what do I mean by saying that RPAY is the soul of RSR? What I mean by that is the future of RSR depends entirely on the future of RPAY. If RPAY doesn't do well in the long term, neither will RSR. And I have tremendous confidence on RPAY, because RPAY, we haven't seen its true potential yet. We may see over $3 billion in annual volume, over 600,000 customers. That sounds big, but that's just the beginning. We haven't even taken into account the numbers after adding these 13 countries, and on top of that, adding Africa in the future. RPAY is still so young. It's still in its infancy. Despite how big the Reserve protocol is right now, it's nowhere near where it can truly reach in the future. So 18 countries as of right now, they have access to RPAY, which means that they have access to RSV as well. And RSV, keep in mind, is the centralized stablecoin on RPAY. Now, in the future, RSV is going to be replaced with an R token or even several R tokens, because the goal of the Reserve protocol is to have decentralization. They're not going to be able to achieve that with a centralized stablecoin in the case of RSV. So in the future, once RSV is replaced with an R token or even several R tokens, and when that day does happen, it's going to be so amazing and fantastic. It's going to be a wonderful day, because the day that RSR gets linked to the Reserve app RPAY, oh my goodness, I mean, we're going to scissor, baby. That's going to be the real deal. It's just going to be out of this world. However, in order to achieve that, it's going to take some time. It's not something instant. It's going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of preparation, a lot of planning before, RSR is linked to the Reserve app RPAY. And as to when exactly RSR is going to be linked to the Reserve app RPAY, that day remains to be seen. I can't control when that happens. I don't know the exact date, but what I can control is what I buy and how much I buy. And as of right now, I am choosing to buy a lot of RSR, because the way I take a look at it is that if RSR is actually linked to the Reserve app RPAY, the price of RSR is probably going to be higher, because a lot of people, they're going to be excited, they're going to FOMO in. It's bullish news for RSR. The way I take a look at it is that the longer RSR is not linked to the Reserve app RPAY, even though I do want it to be linked, but the longer it actually stays not linked, the lower the price will be, and the more time I actually have to accumulate more and more RSR at what I like to call these discount prices. A lot of people, they are under the misconception that they want to buy RSR after there is a link to RPAY. But in my opinion, the real gains are made when buying RSR before it has the link to RPAY, because before it has the link, a lot of people maybe they don't believe in RSR, a lot of people maybe they're not confident in RSR, but I think that's the best time to actually buy RSR, when many people don't believe in it, when the price is low. In my opinion, that is the best time to buy. Now, that's not financial advice. The price of RSR could go lower. I mean, we never know. But the way I take a look at it is that RSR is much closer to a bottom than it is a top. Because keep in mind, right, RSR is around 30 times lower than its all-time high price. But I don't think RSR right now can go 30 times lower than this. It's just simply not possible. So again, that is why I think RSR is much closer to a bottom than it is a top. And I think a lot of people out there, they don't understand the amazing potential of RSR, and they also don't understand how oversold RSR is, because let's say RSR were to just go to half to its all-time high price. I'm not saying go back to its all-time high price. I'm just saying half. It is a 15x from here. I mean, just imagine that. That's crazy. 15x just to go to half to its all-time high price? That's insane. And with all that being said, I'm sure RSR is not the only crypto out there that's this oversold. In fact, there are many out there that are this oversold, much like RSR. But, when it comes to RSR, I think RSR has no business being this oversold, because you take a look at the amazing fundamentals of RSR. You take a look at the future of RPAY. I mean, it's so insane to think about how a coin with this much utility is this oversold. I mean, it's crazy. And for the people out there who panic sell, for the people out there who sell their RSR because they think, oh, RSR has no future, so they sell off their RSR, they got to understand that for every seller, there's a buyer. So for the people out there who are selling their RSR, someone else out there in the world is buying and scooping up the RSR that they are selling. And I think a lot of people don't understand this. A lot of people out there, when they sell their RSR, they say, oh yeah, oh, I'm done with RSR. Oh, I feel so glad. But someone else out there in the world is, being happy. They're enjoying this. They're saying, oh, wow, I can buy RSR for this low price. They're saying, okay, keep coming, keep panic selling. I'll scoop up more RSR. There are people out there like that in the world. So, when people are panic selling, there's someone else out there who's scooping up. The future potential of RSR, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. A lot of people don't understand it, but I think those who actually do understand it, those who actually believe in RSR right now, they are the ones to enjoy the benefits in the long term, because RSR, it's going to have a massive bull run, not financial advice, but I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So for those who are DCAing into RSR right now, those who are scooping up RSR on the dip, they are the ones to enjoy the benefits in the long run. That's not an invitation to invest, but that's just the way I take a look at it. Make sure to subscribe for the latest and greatest crypto news and content. It's been Lee the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.